Hello there. This is my second video. Look, my profile picture is settled now. Everything is settled now. It's been decided. I made a short video last week asking people to help me to choose the image that they wanted me to utilize for the profile picture. I gave you a chance to do that. And I mean, granted, the short video did way better than what I was expecting. Here a week because I don't have a lot of traction or anything. So I'm pretty sure this is gonna get like 20, 50 views maybe. So, but zero comment? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I was asking, choose first image or the second one. Either one of those. It's that easy. You just go there. You see? You see? It was that simple. What the hell? Dude, I had to go to like Instagram or Facebook to ask people. A lot of people don't even know me, and yet you see, was it that difficult? Oh my God, was it that difficult? Jesus Christ, man, the hell's wrong with you? Was that really that difficult? You people just don't know how to party. This is ridiculous, really. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I gave you a chance. Now when I'm like, I'm a million subs. When I have like 1 million subscribers, you gotta remember, and you could have been that one person. You could have decided the fate of the profile picture, and you yet pressing one little button was too difficult for you. What a shame. You lost your chance. Okay, so when I ask you again something around here, just take the chance, okay? Jesus Christ. Like for example, what do you actually think what's it's wrong with her? I'm gonna take the chance to not read the title because for whatever kind of miracle, I haven't actually read the title. I was just distracted focusing on her, so I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna show the title. I'm just gonna ask for you to mentally tell yourself what's wrong with her for her to need a plastic surgery. How would you rate her in beauty standard rating, right? From 1 to 10. I mean, she's making a face already, right? Of being displeased, right, with her current hideousness. So let's see. Because in my opinion, I would give her 6. Just judging for how she looks like, making that face, and just judging her general features. This is a good angle, I feel, where she looks a lot more normal, and you see that she has like a defined jawline, right? Very straight, very sharp B line. Uh, she has kind of big ears, but I don't find that ugly at all. I kind of like big ears. She has puffy lips. Lips are pretty, very pretty actually. Kind of sleepy eyes, right? Her eyebrows, everything. She has a very doll-like face, right? Very juvenile features. Maybe because she's also kind of young, probably. Probably 20 tops, maybe. I don't know how old she is. But, oh, I wasn't reading the subtitles. It says on the subtitles. I didn't read it. I was distracted on her face. That might be a good thing. I was distracted on her face. Maybe she's pretty. She's a 6. She's a solid 6, judging by the weird faces that she's making. Even as in spite of that, maybe she could have looked better if she was just showing her normal face. But she's trying to be funny, right? Behind her big glasses, right? Oh, the chin. It's bigger, right? It's more outwards now. I mean, she looks beautiful now. She went from like a 6 to like an 8 plus, which is not that bad actually. But I feel it's more just because of her the makeup. She's not making silly faces anymore. She's just like being all like sexy and whatever. And she just her posture, everything. She looks very charismatic too. So that's a plus always. That always makes you look more attractive, even if you're not really that physically like beautiful. Just like the aura, just like increases your appeal. So I wish I could get the video without any subtitles or anything, just to see if I could even tell what the difference is, because it's very unnoticeable. I guess it's so unnoticeable that you could say it's a totally harmless procedure, right? A totally harmless modification. But at the same point, you can think that it's so insignificant that why even bother at all? I guess. I mean, I guess if she didn't feel comfortable with it, with her chin. That's the thing, right? Um, you get to a point where people can feel so insecure about something so insignificant that it just tells you something there, right? Because, for example, for her to have gone through that much length into actually spending the money and going through the process of getting a surgery means that she felt very strongly about her chin, right? Something that if you look at it from the outside, you don't even see the difference. You don't even see that. I, I, I mean, at least I don't really see the point of it, and I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't. But you can see how like your mind, bends things and just like exaggerates things that might not even be real at all when you think about it. She was probably overreacting to her lack of chin because I wouldn't even be able to tell really. Like at first glance, I would have needed to observe her a lot. But well, as I said, she actually legitimately looks better at the end of the day. She looks natural, which is more important. So I guess you could give it a pass. Work on your self-esteem first, I guess I could say. Imagine you're never gonna get it. If you're looking for something like this, for a procedure like this, some kind of plastic surgery like this, and it's like, I don't know, cheekbones or like your nose, I don't care, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. What matters is that imagine you're never gonna get it. Imagine you're uncomfortable about some feature that you have, and imagine it's impossible for you to get it. You're never gonna get it. For whatever reason, you're just never gonna get it. Imagine that, and then act the way you would act if you had gotten it. Am I explaining myself? Conduct yourself with everybody else as if you already had it. For example, imagine you're her with her small chin and you really want to get like that, that sharper chin so that you can be more confident, you can look more beautiful, right? But imagine you're never gonna get it. You can't. It's impossible. You're never gonna get it. And just act like if you already had the surgery. Every time you go and conduct yourself with somebody, imagine that you already look like that for, I don't know, for like a year or something like that. By that time, you're probably not gonna need it anymore. And if you still need it, then well, okay, who cares? I mean, it's not on my business. I'm not any kind of I don't know self-esteem coach or anything like that. I have a lot of things in my face that I wish I could fix. I always try to do what I already talked about, and I just do like, I don't know, mewing and stuff like that. It sounds extremely corny, but I feel that beauty needs to come from within in order to actually become real beauty. It's a whole thing, but yeah. Uh, uh, Anyways, moving on. Plastic surgery transformation. Uh, okay, what is she gonna do? What I've noticed that in these past cases that I have seen is that people always have pretty good jawlines. It's usually people that don't necessarily look that bad already. It's more of like their mind being uncomfortable about some very subconscious thing, right? Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? She's not ugly. Look, she's not ugly at all. She's just like a type, right? Again, great. like high cheekbones, very defined cheekbones. Jawline again on point. What I've noticed, this is the fifth case that I watch. So I've noticed that people feel that their nose is big, and I feel that it's just like normal size, but it's more of like the standard. The current standard right now is very small nose. So you see noses like her, and it looks big, but in reality it's just regular size. And in all of the videos that I've watched so far, people have kind of idealistic, very symmetrical, very normal facial features and like structuring and symmetry. So it's mostly people who are already look fine, and I feel that that's the thing. It's not about looking ugly. It's about trying to preserve the beauty that you already have, right? This is what I've been discovering. It's more about preserving or enhancing or getting back that the beauty standard that you had, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something like that. Which is really interesting. But let's see what she actually did. Look, she has a very nice looking profile. Again, no saggy chin. Her profile is very symmetrical, is very balanced, is very she's good looking, you know? I'm very interesting to see what she did. What is going on? Plastic surgery model stage results. What is she doing? Oh, wait. This was just one step. I didn't see the full thing. I'm gonna have to look for it. Hold on. I couldn't find it, so just judging by the description, this was a reduced nasal hump as well as slimmer, smoother face. Well, it wasn't noticeable yet, so. Alright, sorry about that. This was a fail. I'm not gonna leave it out of the video. Because what happens is that I blindly record the videos so that when I have the reaction, it's more natural. That's why I didn't really know. I just recorded it, but I didn't watch it. But it was like a non-invasive procedure, right? That was very interesting, actually. Huh. I didn't know something like that existed. I saw the lasers and everything. I didn't know something like that existed. But yet, I don't know. I don't really know much about plastic surgeries. I'm not really into it. Ironically enough, if I'm doing a channel kind of dedicated to that. But I'm learning. Okay, I'm learning. That's okay. Moving on. This is a very interesting subject for me, for my own reasons, and that's all I can give. And I'm learning. That's also something I can say. And that's it, really. Last one. Again, how would you rate her? She's pretty, actually. Again, was what I was saying earlier. Seems like people who are more into getting plastic surgeries, instead of being like ugly people for the most part, tend to be like generally good looking people, which is something that you know can surprise you right now. Even before looking at the subtitles there, I could already tell she wanted to get rid of like her square features, right? But again, there's nothing really wrong with her face. It's more like us in general as like society. We have all like developed like body dysmorphia, right? To a point where somebody who you would have never imagined needed any kind of plastic surgery in a normal environment. Even look, she even has the nose, the idealized nose. Girls usually get surgeries to get a nose like hers. She has that kind of idealized nose that is like desirable nowadays. And in general, her facial features are pretty. She's like a pretty girl who wouldn't have needed anything really. But I get it. I get it. I can see it. I can see what she sees. And I can tell that, that extra squareness in her face bothers her. Simply because, in general, people, we have all been brainwashed into believing that something like that is ugly, right? It's undesirable, it's unattractive. And let's see how right she was. Oh, oh, Jesus Christ! Wow. Let's see. Let's see her in more angles. That's it. Oh my God. She looks like. Okay. I was gonna say something kind of ungranted. So I feel it might be the lighting, cause I'm pretty sure it's the lighting. Um, because I know how lighting works when it comes to your face. Especially now that I'm 38. I There's a lot of lightings that I don't like anymore in my own face. Um, because depending on the angle and everything, it highlights, you know, things about your skin and whatever stuff like that don't make you comfortable anymore. That I don't like. I used to love my super perfectly smooth face when I was in my 20s and just shaving clean. And I don't like it anymore because it highlights some of the wrinkles that you get. Like her, she looked like 20 with her natural uh, features, right? Before the procedure. And she looks like my age now. I don't want to be rude, but I'm pretty sure it has to suck to go through all that and then have some dumbass nobody on the internet say you looked way better before. So she looked way better before, to be honest. She looks like a mom now. Like kind of a grizzled mom now. Before she looked like, like the daughter. I don't like it. I don't like how she looks like now. I feel that granted, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it's because of the lighting. The lighting in both pictures is completely different. And the lighting in this picture is higher up, which is going to inevitably in- highlight all those wrinkles and crevices that your facial features tend to have, and are going to make anybody who is, I don't know, 18, 20, 21, 22 look a few years older just because of that. Because now you can see the cheekbones there and everything, and she looks older and somewhat more generic now, which is very ironic. People like to stand out nowadays more than ever by looking more generic. When you see the procedures, the plastic surgeries, they're usually just people becoming more like a uniform mold more than your unique natural face, right? Which is very ironic when you think about it. But yeah, sorry, I liked her better before. She looks like a mom now that has like two, three kids. They're growing up already. She has to take them to soccer practice and then come back and help the other one with the homework. And she just needs to sit down and have a glass of wine for like 20 minutes, right? Because she's like You know, she loves them. They're wonderful. She has a happy life, but sometimes she just needs a little bit of a break. Her daughter, the one from the previous picture, she's going to college already. It's expensive, you know. Listen, don't listen to me. I'm, I'm just some nobody on the internet. Don't listen to me. Take care of your health. Stay well hydrated. Have a good diet. Avoid stress as much as possible, which is impossible nowadays. But I managed to do it. You have no idea the kind of things I have had to manage, but it's nobody's business. And exercise. Listen to the criticisms that other people say about you, but don't take them to heart. Also, don't really take to heart the compliments. That's also kind of negative in a sense. Well, that's more of a personal thing. I don't really care for compliments too much. I don't need them. Remember what I said. That thing that makes you feel lackluster. Imagine you already have it and conduct yourself that way for like 1 or 2 years and see what happens. I'm not saying your life is gonna change, or I'm not a fucking guru. I'm just saying, try that. Try to be understanding of the things and people around you. You have no idea the kind of things. I know it, quote unquote, doesn't have anything to do with anything, but you really have no idea the kind of things that it does for your physical appearance. My pea-sized brain can't really describe it to you, but it does something to your mind which projects into your entire body, and it's other people kind of notice it, and you just become more appealing somehow, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. You have to let attractive features emerge from you from within somehow magically. I don't know how to end these videos. Okay.